Hi, everyone. It's our pleasure to welcome you in this 11th edition of the SIGEF, the Social Innovation and Global Ethics Forum. The last recent months has been very challenging across the world, but now we are seeing, like sparkle of hope spreading again. We are seeing, life getting back to its course, and we are very hopeful that through this 11th edition of the Social Innovation and Global Ethics Forum, we will be able to pave the way and shape better times to come, at least through inspiration and through the intervention of our international speakers. So I'm very pleased to share those opening remarks with Vincent Subilia and Werche Weiko. Vincent Subila is the Director General of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Geneva, as well chairing the Geneva International Chambers of Arbitration, and many other, diplomatic role in Switzerland, and as well, supporting that approach, to build bridges of collaboration and sustainability and ways to make impact in the world across different jurisdictions. Wade Cheweko is a philanthropist, an executive director in the resources, the manual resources, and is one of the supporters and sponsors and philanthropists for this edition. So, Vincent, the floor is yours. We are broadcasting, this edition in more than 70 international cities and have participants across the world. So, Vincent, we are looking for your insight today.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Chairman, dear Jonathan, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends and members of the ORU and SIGEF family. I am delighted to welcome you digitally for this 2021 edition of SIGEF, the Social Innovation and Global Ethics Forum, organized, as you know, by ORU, the social network for social good. It is a true pleasure and a real honor to address a few words to this landmark audience from the House of Economy, the HQ of the Geneva Chamber of Commerce, right in the heart of Geneva and in Europe. Geneva, a capital of global governance in the center of Europe, home to ORU, which shall be hosting, as you know, today, the landmark Biden-Putin summit, which is unfolding just across the corner of my office almost. It is by no chance that this global diplomatic hub and village has been chosen, not only for as a cradle of ORU, who was born here, but also for this milestone gathering. Indeed, it is here that the SDGs were born, and Geneva clearly acts as a fabric of these sustainability objectives, which are at the center of SIGEF this year and from its inception. In this sense, it is very consistent and relevant that ORU was born out of this capital of global governance, and that we can address with you through this forum key issues in terms of both social innovation and global ethics. With leading speakers willing to share their expertise, today's session will provide you with broad overview of the major challenges facing our unpredictable and fast evolving world. In the wake of the pandemic, as Jonathan rightly pointed out, and here with, at least in Europe, some sense of hope at the end of this long pandemic and sanitary tunnel due to good results on the vaccination front, such forum has a true momentum. Indeed, it is critical to provide decision makers such as you with food for thoughts and common added value to craft a better, more predictable and fairer world for tomorrow, learning from what we have experienced together and building these bridges which are in the DNA of SIGEF and of Geneva. The Geneva Chamber of Commerce, which I am proudly heading, has been advocating the business community since 1865. So we have a long track record of credentials in favor of the business community, because it is our belief that economic actor, the corporate world, is an actor of change, that you are the key leverage to foster solutions for a better tomorrow. We at the Chamber have always been genuine and committed, but also pioneer ambassadors in terms of sustainability. And therefore, our goals are clearly aligned with those of SIGEF and of OI. Again, we are delighted to welcome you online for this 2021 edition of SIGEF, a major event which the Chamber of Commerce has been associated to since its birth here in Geneva. I wish to thank the organizers and Jonathan in particular for his constant endeavors towards a better future. And to all speakers, wish you a very fruitful meetings. And to the audience, let us work together and join our efforts towards light tomorrow. Thank you very much for having me. And again, a most promising SIGEF to you all. Merci.
Thank you very much, Vincent. Thank you very much for sharing your insight. And we look forward continuing to see all the great, diplomatic, like impact that the chamber that you are leading and sharing, is having, across the world. So Vincent, see you very soon. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So Wade, now the floor is yours. So Wade, you are what we call a veteran, executive across the world in the field of development and exploration. How to be able to build through mineral resources development impact that can be social, that can be economic, and that's serve innovation. You are acting as one of the philanthropies that support this 11th edition of SIGEF, and we would like to hear some of your thoughts, some of the drivers that motivates you to make a positive impact in the world and to inspire people based on the wake of life and based on the path that you have chosen as an entrepreneur, as a person that delivers and create value around yourself.
Great, thank you, Jonathan, and it's my pleasure to be speaking today in this online forum. I'd like to thank SIGEF and ORU for allowing us to participate, and thank you, Jonathan, for being the vision behind such a wonderful organization. This is really our first time participating in the forum, and when I had learned what Jonathan was doing, Jorge was doing, it was something that was very close to my heart. I've been a natural resource developer for over 30 years. My focus has been in Africa, which is if you're talking about development and developing in emerging markets, there's not a better place to be. Africa is a blessed continent with many natural resources, but it has its deep challenges. I think with your organizations, SIGEF, movement to social innovation, global ethics. Groups like myself that we've been doing, in Africa and development projects, and really trying to support and grow, I would say, an indigenous natural resource sector. Everything that you've been doing in your organization for many years is something that we practice in industry. So I'm very pleased to participate today. There's a lot of perception around what we do, especially on the oil and gas side of the natural resources, where a lot of perception is negative. But if you just look, for example, of Nigeria and the amount of gas that is flared, and if you kind of turn the negative into a positive, there's a lot of great things that we can do. There's so much gas there that if put into power generation, if the right legal frameworks are put in place, and probably more importantly, if the right financing structures are made available to local indigenous companies who we participate with, groups like ourselves, and government organizations, we can make a significant impact on the continent of Africa by providing low-cost, reliable energy, and obviously reducing the carbon footprint and reducing emissions by utilizing those flare gases. So these are things that we really look forward to talking about today and participating in the conference. Once again, thank you for inviting us. Thank you for your efforts at HORE and SIGEF. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Wade. Thank you very much for joining this opening remarks. So to basically to prolong the comment of my colleagues, today SIGEF will bring us, from how decentralized finance can create a more inclusive future, to how women empowerment can be and is happening through the respect and understanding of a tradition and culture. We will as well, go into more details about the opportunities that developing mineral resources in a way which is sustainable can be, as well looking at the natural solutions, what nature provides, what can we, create and support that can have an impact on curbing climate change and be part of the SDG framework in terms of climate action. We will be as well having a discussion on corporate social responsibility and sustainability through two very inspiring speakers that will be sharing their experience in terms of journey, traveling the world. We will have the world record person that has traveled all countries of the planet, and as well a spiritual leader that will be sharing as well his perspective on how we can, make a change in this world by working all together at different levels, and including the aspect of respecting others and respecting life. So we are going to go, through many, subjects, and we are very glad and blessed to have, people through the streamline and as well the recording that will be sharing and be able to prolong the messages of hope. The challenges we have faced are an immense opportunity for rethinking the world of tomorrow. They are an immense opportunity to work together and build partnership. And that's the objective of SIGEF. The objective is through the resonance and the echo of the United Nations 2030 agenda to be able to work together to building the solutions of tomorrow into the reality of everyone's, the reality of people from all continents and the realities of the generations to come. So I wish to thank you all for joining us today, and I can declare the 11th edition of SIGEF open. Let's all shape better times to come. Thank you very much.